All right, number 4. This one wants us to find the greatest common factor again by dividing primes, which again I like that method. So I'm going to do 903 and 756. And then again, just thinking about divisibility rules, I can see that both of these are divisible by 3. And so 3 will go into 9 3 times, into 0 0 times, into 3 1 time. So 3 will go into 7 2 times with 1 left over. 15, 3 will go into 15 5 times evenly, and 6, it will go in there 2 times. Okay, so we divide it by 3, and then from here, it's not divisible by 3 anymore. 252. I would have to play with some numbers now, because 301 is not an easy number to see. So let's just play calculator. I would have to try some odd numbers. Whenever I get something odd like that, I would have to try some odd numbers. So let's do 301 divided by 7, and it does work. What about 252? Let me clear that out. 252 divided by 7, and it works. Okay, so both of these numbers can be divided by 7. So divide by 7, and this one was 36. 7 goes into 34 times 21, 43. Okay, and then I think 43 is prime. I do believe 43 is prime. So there's nothing else we can divide out. So the only two numbers we took out were 7 and 3. So our greatest common factor is 7 times 3, which is 21. Okay, so now it also says use the method of dividing prime factors to find the greatest common factor here. So you can also do this with 3 numbers. So I'm glad they finally got one with 3 numbers. We're going to do dividing primes with 3 numbers on this one. So we're going to use 45, 75, and 900. Now, we can start out dividing by 5. I know all these are divisible by 5, but there's a bigger number that I know will divide all these as 15, and I can divide by 15 if you want to. If you see a bigger number, it'll just give you less steps, but you don't have to. So let's just go ahead and do 5, since that's something I think everybody would be able to come up with. So divide by 5 times, or 45 divided by 5 is 9. 5 will go into 7 1 time, 25 5 times, and then 5 will go into 9 1, 48, and then 0. So we divided all of them by 5, and now all of these numbers are still divisible by 3. Divided by 3 gives us 3. 5 divided by 3 will give us 60. Okay, so from here they're all prime to each other, relative to each other. These two are divisible by 5, but this one is not. These two are divisible by 3, but that one is not. So I can't divide anything else out. So this is why I didn't want to do 15 at the beginning. I would only have one step. But since we did 2 numbers, one at a time, then we can get 3 times 5. So our greatest common factor is 15. So again, with greatest common factor, you only multiply the numbers that you pull out together.